Hey guys, AnkCap24 here, coming back with another video. Today we're looking at the play call number 5 on the Broncos Gun Snug Formation Scheme series. It's going to be called wide receiver hooks. We're going to be able to use this play and all these interesting routes to be able to get your opponent to have to play a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage. You're going to be a little bit of dinking and dunking, a little nickel and diamond here, and be able to catch the ball in open space and then be able to get it for much more yardage because of the way the plays are drawn up. A couple different unique routes we're going to be able to take advantage of, and kind of excited to kind of show you what we drew up here. So looking here, we're going to go ahead and do 3 different setups, and the first setup I'm going to show you here is we're going to put the B on a streak. We're going to block our running back. We're going to take this A receiver and move him from right to left and put the Y receiver on a flat. What this is going to do is going to create a nice little spot angle here for this A receiver who's going to be able to get in this little hole and beat all zone coverages. So let me go ahead and show you real quick. Against cover 4, this is going to be a real easy cover 4 beater where you don't expect it to get 10 yards, but watch where we're at right now. We're at the 50-yard line. We're going to go ahead and throw this ball here, throw this right here, and now you're going to get about 10 to 12 yards really simply. And talk about a demoralizer on 3rd and 9 situation. Somebody thinks they're going into a cover 4 situation, thinks that you're going to have to try to beat them down the field. What you go ahead here is you just dump this ball off and you turn the ball up the field and you get that 10 yards. Let's go ahead and show it to you against cover 3 and show you how it beats cover 3 and how it beats cover 2. And let's get our combination here. And here we go. This guy takes a spot angle, throws it right there, and he's going to get the 10 yards as well. Same difference. And the play is opened up by the route combination that we've got there. Now, cover 2 is a little bit more tricky, and it's sometimes you can get yourself in trouble if you don't throw it right away. If you wait on it and hesitate and don't get the ball out of your hand, the guy could potentially jump the ball. But as long as you get it out here, let me go ahead and make sure I'm on cover 2. As long as you get the ball out of your hand, you shouldn't have a problem here. You throw it right there, and that guy made a nice play, went back and forth on it. But that is where you're going to be able to throw it. Let me show it to you one more time. And you want to throw it to him on his outside break, not where he literally, you don't want to wait for him to sit, I guess is the best way of saying it. Because if you wait for him to sit, the guy can go ahead and jump it. There's the throw, and you're going to be able to get your 5 yards. So that's how it beats all zone coverages. Now let me go ahead and show you how it beats man coverage. We're going to go ahead and put this on man coverage. We're going to put the B on a streak, put the RB on a block, move this guy over, and we're going to go ahead and put the Y in the flat. What we're going to see here is that Hankerson's going to have this inside release, and he's going to be able to do a crisscross with those 2 players and get up the field untouched. When he gets to that field, he's going to turn in about the 18-yard mark, turn around and get the ball from your quarterback because he's going to have that sharp angle coming back. It's a very hard route for a defender to cover. Norman is a very good DB. He's actually a better DB than Hankerson is a wide receiver. I don't have the advantage here. Because of the route, he's able to make it work. So let's go ahead and show it to you here. X goes in here. Now you're coming out, you're throwing that right there, and he's going to get that ball right there at a 15-yard gain. If you're worried a little bit about the ability to get this ball off because it takes a little bit longer, you can definitely put the same exact route combination, and you can go ahead and you can put the X on a smart route. See how it's a little bit shorter, but you want to keep the RB on some type of route because that you want that linebacker to follow him. If it's a check with me route where it's going to be a check and release, you can go ahead and you can see it's a little bit left it on cover 4. You can see cover 4. Let's go ahead and do the man coverage here. Straight there. Y flat. Now this is just a combination if you want to get the ball out of your hands quicker to your X receiver and you're putting him on a smart route. Because if you left him on this smart route where it's a shorter route and you block your running back, Kuechly is going to be right there in the way of your pass. When it's deeper, he's not, but when it's short, he is. So if you put the B on a check and release, that should give him enough opportunity to get out of his way, and you're throwing that ball right there. Okay, so that's how that play would work on a little bit quicker release on that type deal and gives you a little bit of blocking still with your running back. So that's how you beat that. I do want to show you one more on this setup. You can go ahead and move this guy over, put the B on a streak, the Y on, let's go ahead and show you this here, cover 3 sky. Against cover 3, what you're going to see here is that you're going to be able to get the ball to the X receiver. The X receiver is going to be able, not only are you going to be able to get to the A receiver here, and the X receiver comes back, see how wide open he is right there in the middle of the field. It's an easy opportunity for you to be able to hit that ball right there and get some another 10-15 yards on cover 3. So that's the first setup, guys. Let me go ahead and show you the second setup. The second setup, what you're going to do is you're going to put the Y and the B on fades. Okay? And then what you're going to do with the RB is block him. And this is the setup that you're going to be able to look at. Against man, we're going to go again to the X receiver. Now, I want to show you this and make sure you understand that you're going to throw it to the X receiver, but it's going to go to the A receiver. So I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick what I mean by that. I'm going to go ahead. I'm trying to get to the X receiver here, and you're going to see the A receiver catches the ball. And a lot of times, if you see what happened there with that middle linebacker, he's going to do his animation to block the ball. So when he goes up, see how he goes up? We're able to come down with it and get a few more yards when he does that animation. Kind of nice little thing there. So when you're trying to get to that player, it's going to be very, very hard. Okay, so be on a fade, Y on a fade, and block your running back. There is, however, an opportunity we can get it to that linebacker, get it to that X, and I'll show you that right here on cover 4. If the linebacker jumps the A route, we can double tap the pass to get it to the X. It's a new type of throw this year. It's kind of a touch pass. You just double tap it. You don't do anything else. You just double tap it, kind of like pat, pat, and you'll be able to do it. So let's see how here we're going to play the A and X here, depending on what the linebacker does. Right now, he jumps it, and actually I didn't do the double tap because I was trying to throw it there. Let's try it again here. I'll show you. So here we go. B fade, Y fade, block your running back, and we want this guy to jump him. He doesn't jump him, so I'm just going to throw it right there. So if he doesn't jump him, I'm not going to be able to throw it. If he does jump him, what I mean by jump him, he's going to get really like on his hip pocket. And that's when we're going to be able to throw it to this X receiver over his head. So let's see if we can get that again. All right, he does jump him. See how I threw that little double tap throw? That's the only way your receiver is going to let that ball go over his head. I'll show you it again here in instant replay. And if you really want to make it happen there, that's what you're going to have to do. So you go here, you see how this guy jumps, see how I see, look at Kuechly here. This is what I mean by jumping the route. He's going backwards, and then he goes like that. See how he does that? Now here, I'm doing a double tap, and see how my receiver just watches it go to him? And he's able to catch that ball. So if you want that ball to go there, make sure you know when you learn that double tap. Try that. This is a great play to practice it on. Even if you want to do it for further plays down the road, this is a great practice play. So that's how this beats cover 4. Now cover 3, I'm going to go ahead and show you B fade, Y fade. Let's go ahead to cover 3. Block your running back. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the spot route here, which is going to be the A. And he's going to be open there. If that guy goes ahead and jumps that, then you're going to go to the inside comeback like we showed you before. So let's go ahead against cover 3 again. This guy should be wide open, the A receiver. However, if that Kuechly is one of those best, that's how it should look on cover 3. If Kuechly goes ahead and he's just one of those guys that has high awareness, high play recognition, if he tries to jump it, we do have that fail-safe route behind it. And we're going to go ahead and show it to you here. Say he tries to jump it, he's not going to. And we're still going to be able to throw it to, even if we try to throw it to the X receiver, that guy's going to be able to jump it in the middle. So a lot of these plays you're going to be able to, here's cover 2. Use this route combination to your advantage to get the jump ball to the A receiver. So here we go again. You can either do it right here to the A receiver, right away. Or if somebody's going to jump it, we can go ahead and do it to the, this is against cover 2. You can see how this is designed to be able to really beat any coverage, especially with that kind of that jumping ability of that A receiver. So here again against cover 2, you can see that he's open. But I want to go ahead and try to throw it to the X receiver. and it goes to the A receiver. That's just the way it works, something that you need to know. So if you're going for 10 yards, you're only going to get like 6 or 7. Just know that this is not a play that you want to run unless you're intending on getting it to that A receiver. So that is the second setup, guys. The third setup is just a real simple one. It's only going to beat 2 coverages, but it's worth showing you, okay? It's something that if someone is going to stay in cover 3, or you know they're in cover 3, it's a nice little 1-2 beater. Right now you can see that we're in a cover 3 shell. We got 1 high safety. This could be either cover 3 or it could be man coverage. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and take this wide receiver, move him out to the left. I'm going to take this X receiver, put him on a fade, and put this A receiver on a slant. Please do not get lazy with this formation, this route combination. If those 3 players are not in those positions, you have the ability to get this picked off. I want to make sure you know that. But with the X and the A, this is going to manipulate that one guy above the X, that one nickel back that's supposed to cover the flat, because those 2 guys are technically threats in his zone. So I'm going to show you here. Against cover 3, what you're going to do here is you're going to hike it, and you're just going to fire it right there. Okay? The guy goes backwards. I'm going to show you exactly how this works. This guy's going to move back this way. X is going to put in the fade. He's going to be an initial threat to that one nickel back, and then the A on the slant is going to be also another threat to that nickel back. And all you're going to do here is you're going to wait there, you're going to throw it right there, and he's going to have an easy 7 to 8 yard gain. I'm going to show it to you now without doing that, and all I'm going to do is put this guy out here. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to show you how it ends up working when you see it that way. And you're going to see that there's no threat to that one nickel back, so watch what he does. See that? Don't get lazy on it. You have to make sure that you do the route combination to make it work. That's why I draw up the things that I do, so you know the routes that I put in place have a lot to do with the success of the play. So go ahead and one more time, do against cover 3. And it's just one of those deals that, you know, it's, I don't want to say it's a gamble because you have this fail-safe route as the A, but what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at the left cornerback. Does he go in a back pedal? If he goes in a back pedal, then I know that it's going to be open for me. So here we go. He goes in a back pedal, and I throw it right there and be able to. Now you can see how I waited a little bit longer. The reason why I could do that is because this guy, like I said before, has a threat. His threat here, he stops and he goes backwards. Why is he doing that? He's got that one slant coming over and that guy there. He doesn't go because that slant's sort of in his rune. And you can see here, now I'm able to catch this ball and get up the field. So just to know that you don't have to throw it right away to make it work. But on cover 3, just know that this is an opportunity for you to get some easy yards. And I'll show you again here. I'm waiting. Now I'm throwing it, and I'm going up the field. So it's definitely something worth putting in. If it happens to be man coverage, your man coverage beater, especially if it's going to be a blitzing situation, is going to be your A on the slant. All right. And I'll make sure I put the X on the fade because that's the way you're setting it up. And you're going to see here the A gets off that play real easily and be able to get up the field. So that's your man beater. That's why we drew that in there to make sure you have it. All right, so that is the 3 setups today, guys, for wide receiver hooks. Hopefully you got some useful information out of this, got some unique route combinations that you're able to do. You learned to play where you could throw it to your number 1 receiver, throwing it to a different receiver. Again, check out my formation series. I have everything's going to be on a playlist. Get that play call sheet, guys. It's going to be awesome for you. I can throw a lot of stuff out there for you. Make sure that you hit me up on my email. Get me through PayPal on that. $2 donation. I'll get you that as soon as I can and make it all work. Appreciate the follow, guys. Thank you.